everybody, and welcome back to another Woodhouse cast of a StarCraft 2 match. And that sounded really weird now that I actually said it, but hopefully you enjoy. So, spawning up here on Antigua Shipyard, and this is just a game I pulled off the ladder. We have Barcode 1. We'll call him Barcode 1 for now. Spawning as the red Terran pieces, and spawning cross position his opponent, Barcode 2, the blue Protoss pieces. And literally the only reason I found this game kind of interesting is because it was some barcode on barcode crime. So we're going to have to see if this actually turns out to be a good game or not. I'm assuming it will be, considering it came from the Korean ladder. But we're going to have to see. We see the Protoss player going to go ahead and put the pylon in a very economical position. That way he doesn't have to lose that much mining time with the probes trying to wall off the front. Or even choke the front, I should say. Not so much wall off, just choke. Both players doing the standard stuff, and if anybody happens to know what the names of either one of these players are, or when this match took place, that would be fantastic. I actually just I downloaded this, I think, 2 days ago. First gateway coming down now for a Protoss player. First barracks coming down for the Terran player. And I know this is going to get really irritating, actually, me just saying Protoss player or Terran player, but like I said, I don't know who these people are. It's pretty hard to read a barcode. So both players are continuing to do the normal good stuff. We just see the first assimilator coming out from our Protoss buddy, as well as the first refinery, wow, I was about to say reactor, coming out from our Terran player. And the Terran player actually just going to go ahead and wall off the front. Neither player is scouted yet, so they do not know where they're at. Second pylon going down now for a Protoss player, as well as the gateway just about to finish up. So is the first barracks. So, I mean, look at that timing. It's kind of weird how things like that can line up and cause some very weird shifts in the game. That awkward moment when you push up and you find out that your opponent has, like, maybe a sentry out. I mean, I realize it's still early. It's the three-minute mark, so I would hope to God there's no sentry. Oh yeah, I forgot about this. And someone can comment below in the on the video, but didn't they actually change the spawn locations on Antigua to make them force cross spawn just like tournament maps? Somebody can correct me below. I would love it if you did, because that's something I'd like to know. Do you see a factory coming out now for Barcode Terran? First Marine is out. That SCV going to go ahead and just kind of chill. We do have a Zealot already out for Barcode Toss. And the SCV being very, very annoying. One hit going down on the SCV. Still not enough to kill it. That's alright. The Zealot's going to go ahead and get his workout in for the day. Another SCV going to come out here. Maybe some sort of proxy. Or is he just scouting? I'm not entirely sure. He might just be scouting for a proxy from the Protoss player. This map, actually, if you were going to do that, since you know where your opponents spawn, you would probably want to do it in the third. But he's going to go ahead and check up here in the main. Oh, and the proxy Stargate. This is something actually that, interestingly enough, you see a lot on the Korean ladder, and even in Korean games. I can remember watching some GSL games and seeing proxy starports. And we do see a quick Nexus coming down now for the Protoss player, so just a one-gate expand. Again, like I said in, oh god, which game was it? There's one game that I did recently that I remember talking about this, but it's kind of a risky thing, especially now that the Terran player has scouted it. And the Protoss player has no idea that this is over here. He did not check anywhere else, did not check for proxies. But apparently the Protoss player is just willing to let the Zealot come over here and take some damage. Zealot's taking some life damage. The Stalker's still not... No. Oh, and the repair, that's going to cause some problems. And some hull damage on the Stalker. Nothing too major, except if he overextends this. Oh, and he's looking to trap the Zealot. Does he? No, he's not. What? Okay, he's just going to let the Zealot run around all the way through. Does manage to kill the Zealot. The Stalker did get a little bit of shields back. No more, so any more hull damage. Another couple gateways and a Robo. So 3-gate Robo after the expansion coming out for our Protoss player. This is actually a pretty standard build for the Protoss pieces after a 1-gate expand. Now you do see the Protoss player does have map control at this point. We do also have a medevac coming out, so probably going to see some sort of a Hellion drop. Oh my goodness, I forget. Oh, it was parting in the other barcode player. that I put up here, I think it was 2 days ago. I'm going to try and be more consistent with this so that I don't ever run into this problem, but you see 3 Hellions coming out now. Medevac going to come and meet him up here. So there's going to be a 3 Hellion drop. We do see a Tech Lab going down, so probably some Cloaked Banshee coming out now beyond this, if this doesn't succeed very much. 2 more Gateways going down now for the Protoss player, and an Observer is out. Oh, and 2 Stalkers there to deny the Hellions. So that actually was some pretty good scouting by our Protoss player. He saw the Hellions coming out of the factory and immediately positioned the 2 Stalkers in there. I don't know if he saw them warp in up here, but he did position them down here. We do see a Banshee coming out and Cloaked just now in research. So some Cloaked Banshee harass, and he did actually switch everything back, and it does look like we're going to go into some Marine tank here shortly. Being that this is a Korean replay, as you can tell, they're going to 1-base the entire time. That seems about standard for the course. Proxies and standards, or proxies and 1-bases. That seems about standard for the Korean ladder. Or the Pro League, depending upon how much of that you watch. It seems pretty standard. And I'm not even saying that sarcastically. There have been a few pro game matches, or Pro League matches that I've watched that it seems like I was in 2010 again when the game was first released in terms of strategy. The Banshee is out now, still no Cloak. If we look up here, Cloak is about 3/4 of the way done, so it'll be out here shortly. We have a little push just kind of dinking around in the front of Barcode Toss's base. Oh no, that's kind of a sour note though. We're going to have to see if our Terran buddy waits. Nope, he does not wait. Gets 1 kill. 2 kills. And is going to get driven away by the 1 Stalker. Gets 3 kills though. Oh, and there's the Telltale. And we actually do have an emergency OBS getting chrono boosted out. This is very irritating for a Protoss player to have this happen, because you have to evacuate your base, and then on top of that you're also waiting to see whether that Banshee comes back. But the Banshee is going to go ahead and retreat. There was a second Banshee put out as well. 2 probes in the process. It's going to make... Oh, come on, kill it! Oh, my... Oh, and he does. He gets 1 Banshee. Okay, so that's less harassment. But we do just have continued Banshee harass, and oh my god, the Marine tank... was this a 1-1-1? This is a proxied 1-1-1. Oh my god. Yeah, I know what it looks like. Thank god. There was some question about that in the parting cast. Whether I actually knew what it looked like. I thought I was going insane. This is just a delayed 1-1-1 is all this is. And actually, I don't know. Oh, some good force fields. The Banshee goes down. That's a huge take. Oh my goodness. Is he going to hold? Is he... There's no siege mode on these tanks yet. This isn't the beta. But no, he actually does get forced back just a little bit. Another Banshee is out, though. You see a ring of 5 Stalkers coming back in. This is going to be really helpful. This force has actually been withered quite a bit. Oh, yep, this might be the death note for this push. Our Protoss player knew exactly what was coming, and the GG comes out from the Barcode Terran. So with that, guys, if you liked what you saw, subscribe below, comment, like, do all that fun stuff, and I will be back with you again for another replay in the future.